Now let's make something clear. The two paths we've explored in this episode, they're not mutually exclusive. This isn't a binary choice between becoming America's next supplier or building intra-African trade. No, Africa can do both. Yes, and it should. In fact, the most powerful strategy is doing both at the same time. Why? Because they both require the same foundational investments, the same muscles, the same mindset, and the same political will. Let's connect the dots. If Africa wants to become a global export hub, replacing China in textiles, minerals, or agriculture, what does it need? It needs strong infrastructure. It needs stable regulations. It needs industrial zones and manufacturing capacity. It needs trade logistics and financing systems. Now ask yourself, if Africa wants to build vibrant intra-African and Afro-Caribbean trade networks, what does that require? The exact same things. Whether you're exporting to Chicago or trading with Accra from Abuja, you need ports. You need roads, rail, processing plants, power grids, policy harmonization, and digital infrastructure. So here's the good news. Africa doesn't need two strategies. It needs one coordinated economic vision that can unlock multiple outcomes in this moment. So what does that look like in practice? Here are 5 practical steps. 1, invest in industrialization. We need to stop exporting raw cocoa and importing chocolate immediately. We need to stop mining cobalt and buying back batteries immediately. Africa must move up the value chain, and that means building factories, not just digging resources. 2, we need to prioritize infrastructure that connects economies, roads, railways, power grids, ports, but built for trade, not just politics. Projects like the African Integrated High-Speed Rail Network and regional energy corridors need fast-tracking and funding. And let's make sure they're not only connecting to China. I know China is funding Africa's infrastructure, but let's make sure it's connecting to the Caribbean as well. 3, we need to streamline trade policy across borders. The African Continental Free Trade Agreement has to be more than a headline. Countries must eliminate redundant tariffs, align customs processes, and digitize cross-border trade to reduce delays and corruption. 4, we need to start building a continental logistics and payment system. Africa needs its own DHL, its own Stripe. Now, there are some great options on the continent right now that are ready for scale. We need our own freight corridors and fintech infrastructure to move goods and payments efficiently, both regionally and internationally. And number 5, we can support SMEs and the informal sector.